Hi, my name is PJ Metz, and this is a quick tutorial about how to set up a new account on GitLab. So first, when you go to gitlab.com, if you don't have an account already, it takes you to about.gitlab.com, where it tells you all about the One DevOps platform and all the things that you can do with it. If you already know about GitLab and you're looking to make a username and set up an account, then this is what you need to do. So head up here, there's a login button. And mine's probably going to try and fill in my current one, but I'm going to show you all how to make a new one. So this is our new page, and we need to register an account. So down here, there's register now. And we're going to register first name. I'm going to go Phil. I have a different one. We got a different username, so let's use Meskin around. Normally I do Metzin around for a bunch of stuff. And I have this email that I use kind of for a couple of different things, but just having multiple emails to have multiple accounts is useful sometimes. And I'll just create a password here. And let them know I'm not a robot. You can also register with your GitHub, your Twitter, your Google, Bitbucket, or your Salesforce account. It's up to you how you want to do it, but entering here works, and then we're going to go ahead and register. So you got to go and you got to check your email real quick. I'm going to just do the camera for now to go into my email because all my email comes to one place. So what I'm doing is I'm heading to Gmail and I'm looking for an email from GitLab that's about verifying who I am. All right, so I got my confirmation email. I clicked the link and I signed in, and now that takes me to this page. Once you've signed in for the first time, it brings you to the welcome page. You can pick a role. Developer, team lead, DevOps engineer, etc., etc. I'm just going to pick software developer. I'm signing up because I want to learn the basics of Git. I want to store my code. Really, I'm looking to store my code mostly. It's just me. What would you like to do? Create a new project is probably the best idea. And then if you want to get email updates, go for it. Continue. All right. What is your group name? So you're going to create a group name. So we'll just call this Phil's Group. The project name, let's go ahead and say my first project. And so you'll notice that it creates this project URL here where it's gitlab.com/ and then it's the group name. So Phil's Group 1. And notice that this doesn't count as a character. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. Phil's Group 1. And then my first project, all of that with dashes. And this is the URL that you get. Include a getting started README. Absolutely. And then we create the project. And then it's going to take us to So it asks you if you want to, confetti. It asks you if you want to invite any colleagues and what role you want to give them. There's great docs about what these different roles are. Developer means you can write code, but you can't push to the main branch. Maintainer gives you a bunch of power, and owner means that you're like the one who has it. But we're not interested in inviting any other colleagues right now. Something that I definitely want you to know is that when you look at, for instance, like I said, if you go to the main page, just click the Tanuki up here. Down here, you've got the first project you created, but also you have a Learn GitLab project. And inside of that are all the issues that you'll be working through if you want to learn how to use GitLab. It gives you 1 through 14, how to do a bunch of stuff with GitLab. It's really great to go through. And then if we're looking at the project that we created, all that's in here in the repository is a README, and this is what it's like to get started with GitLab, what you need to do. One thing you need to know is that CI/CD will not work until you verify. So if I, for instance, just take the test template that they have of CI/CD, I say, yeah, let's do this. I'm committing this to main. This is just a couple of echo scripts that are just gonna print that to the screen. Commit those changes, and then you can watch the pipeline. When we go to look at the pipeline, CI/CD, it says, hey, is the pipeline failing? Then you need to validate your account. So you see it will fail. The first time you try and do CI/CD, it will fail with a new account because you need to validate your account or you need to set up your own runners. So CI/CD is a type of automation. If you want to be able to use it with a new account, you do need to validate. And the way you do that is with a credit card. Now, we're not going to charge the credit card. It only validates it with $1, and that's a hold, and then the dollar disappears after 2 to 4 days. So you can input all that here and you can validate your account, and that way you'll be able to use it. So that's how you make a GitLab account. The next part of this video is going to be how to create a Twitter account, which is very similar process, get an email validation, things like that. And then we're going to talk about how to sign up for the Twitter developer account. And that's the thing that might be the new, kind of a little more difficult to navigate, but not terribly difficult. So let's go to the next part of the video. So here's how to make a Twitter account. It's pretty straightforward if you don't already have one, or if you're looking to make a new one based on like you want to make a bot and you want the bot to have its own identity. We're going to do that. So sign up with a phone or email. Let's go ahead and think of a name. This bot's going to be the, let's do like how many days till Halloween. So let's do Halloween countdown. Let's see if that's available. All right. I'm gonna put my phone number here. I'm gonna hide that real quick. It's a secret. Shh, don't look. And my birthday. I'm just filling all this information out. I'm gonna make the birthday of this bot. We're gonna make it Halloween 1970. Celebrate. No, let's make it 1990 because that's when Halloween Horror Nights started. So after you finish putting everything in, you can authenticate your account. It says pick the parrot. That's a parrot. The next thing they do is they verify your phone number. So they're going to text your phone number and ask you for a code. There's my text. Some more secrets. So that code is in. And then it asks for a password. I'm going to go ahead and pick a password that I can easily remember, or one that I can put into a password locker. And I'm in. I've created an account now. It asks me to pick a profile picture. There'll probably be an email and the email associated with it. And now we've got our Halloween Countdown Twitter account for a bot created. Up next is giving it developer access. Check me out on the next video for more information on how to do that. Okay, so this is a video about how to sign up for the Twitter developer account. I'm logged into Twitter here, and from that we can just Google Twitter developer account, and it'll take you to right here. So the important thing is being logged into the Twitter account that you are looking to get the access for. So right here, you can see Countdown Hallow is my Halloween countdown bot that I created in the previous video. The email is going to be, all right, add an email. Oh, see, I signed up for an email, but I forgot that you have to like put an email in here. So if your email is already associated with another Twitter account, you got to get kind of clever. Something interesting with Gmail that's possible is if you just put a dot in a different spot, it counts as a different email for whoever's receiving it. So Twitter's like, that's a different email. But Google doesn't count dots as a different email. So this will still go to the same email address. Go ahead and I'm going to check my mail real quick. Going to hide my secrets. All right, now there is a email associated with my Twitter account. So let's go back here. I'm done updating it. There it is. What country? What's your use case? Student for y'all. Or, you know, in the case if you're not a student, but something else. In my case, I'm teaching students, but I'm not a teacher. You can do that. Or just making a bot works too. Letting them know ahead of time that you're making a bot is great. Are you going to make the content available to a government entity? No, I'm not. And I don't need to sign up for anything. So let's do this. Also, let's go ahead and decline those cookies. Terms and conditions. Reddit. There we go. Submit. So then they asked to verify your email, this time specifically for the developer account. The previous time it was for the Twitter account. So I'm going to hide my secrets again real quick. Going to head here. Head to my inbox. Confirm my email. It's me. And now it takes me to the portal. Welcome to the Twitter developer platform. Let's get you some keys. So the keys are the most important part. The keys are what let you actually attach things you're doing with the API to a specific account. And that's what allows you to actually automate things and actually, you know, make the bot. So we're going to name our app. We're going to call it Halloween Countdown. And then we're going to get our keys. And there it is. These are our keys. Now, you're going to be seeing these. I will have already changed my keys, and I'm going to show you how to change your keys because there's actually a few things we need to do here. So they give you keys. They say, hey, save these in a secure location. I'm not going to right now because we need more than these keys. In fact, we're going to need 4 keys in order to do some Twitter developer stuff. So I'm going to head to the dashboard. Yeah, I saved them. No, I didn't. I lied. So now I've got an app, and it's the Halloween countdown. Now, what we need to do is we need to actually set up some authentication settings. So we go to setup. We want to read and write. So reading for the API is pulling information from Twitter. Write is where you can actually post, or in some cases with a bot, DM. So we're going to read and write. We don't need a direct message. That's a thing you can have in the API, but we don't want that. Type of app is it's going to be an automated app or bot. And then app info. This is where you put in some information. Now, just to let you know, this callback URI, website URL, for the way I make bots, I don't actually need that. I don't have a URL I'm calling back to, and I'm using a wrapper, which I use for Python. I use Tweepy, or if I'm doing Node, I use Twit. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a fake URL. So name will be shown when users authorize your app. Again, users will not be authorizing this app, so none of this is required. So we're just going to click save. Yes, we are changing permissions. So in changing permissions, that actually changes the way you'll be using the keys, and that's really important. So then look, it gives you a client ID, client secret. Here's your OAuth 2.0 client ID and client secret. Again, these are not things I'm keeping. Let me show you how to change your keys. So if you're back in the app here, Projects and Apps, Project 1, Halloween Countdown, you go to Keys and Tokens, API Key and Secret, Access Token and Secret. This is what we need because we're not using OAuth 2. OAuth 2 is a slightly more complicated, but slightly, I'm pretty sure it's a little more secure. But API Key and Secret, we need this, and Access Token and Secret, we need this. So what we're going to do is we're going to click Regenerate. And it says, are you sure? We've got new permissions, so we need to regenerate our keys. So yes, regenerate. This is where you copy these and you put them in a secure location. Either a document that's on your desktop that no one else has access to, or directly into a .env file. And that's something that is a little more, not complex, but like requires a little more talking about. For now, just know that this is where you go to get your keys. You're going to copy them and you're going to put them in a location. You're going to hold them. So you need the API key secret, and you need access token and access token secret. You do not need a bearer token. You do not need the client ID or client secret. So now that I've shown you all of these, I'm going to regenerate them again off screen so that way these keys don't actually matter to y'all. So that's how you sign up for the Twitter developer portal. All of this stuff gives you access to the keys, and from there you can actually start building your bot.